You know that time when you look at OBS and you realize you were logged into the wrong account after you start the stream. Hi everyone, welcome back. Sunday, week 2, Indie Gaming League's Winter Circuit. We have a matchup, Tier 2, Division 2, East Region. It's a 3v3 matchup. It is between old fellas. This is gonna go good. And BBU's Black Sewer Rat Squad. Tape. So, Rat's currently sitting on 2-0. For what it's worth, this is, they call it the bye week, but, the oddball schedule because there's not teams within the division or the schedule didn't work. Anyways, it's a non-standard schedule match. So, even though we're in week 2, Sewer Rat's sitting at 2-0. 26, 100% game win percentage, so 2 sweeps so far. And for the old fellas, they're also smart move getting ready to try and chew up that get the bye week out of the way or whatever it's called, non-standard week. They're sitting at 0-2, average of losing in 4 right now. And as we kind of go ahead and dive a little deeper. So, it's been chirp relevant and Dill so far. Woe Snake and Gravity are also on the roster, acting as subs. Again, it's always good to have subs. Chirp, kind of leading the way right now. Mostly Chirp and Rail. Dilly isn't, I'd say, Dilly's not playing bad. You this would be the part where, we make fun of Dill and point at him and go, ha ha, and everything. But, all things aside, putting up pretty good clip. Like, when Chirp and Rail are scoring all the goals, sometimes you just don't need to do anything. And, defense really well split. So, and then also Dill leading the team in assists. So, nice, well-balanced team. And then for the old fella squad, so got Nuthers, Preach, and that guy I've played so far. I'd like kind of look at this and just say, in a way, this is team that's played some games, unfortunately 0-2, or -4 in goals against, or in goal differential. So, this, all of this as a whole is not bad at all. This is just kind of like a team that's just unfortunately kind of been on the wrong end, some series. They've, to me, even if there's a blowout, they've responded in kind, or made that ground up. So this is just this scores per game are compared to the Rats, is lower, but they're, in a way they're also in too. But again, shooting, worst shooting is 30. You probably want to be, mid-30s at least, but again, I'd probably say it's just sometimes you also can't really be choosy, when you're down sometimes. So again, I think this looks fine. I think this, just on paper, this is, this is a team that's gonna give Rats their all. So, yeah, we're gonna transition over to me messaging Dill. We'll see. Cole, you could message Dylan, tell him. It shouldn't be that hard to find him in Discord. He has like 1,000 posts all over the place. I've had a good run as being an admin and not totally abusing my powers. I would like to just send Dill a DM. I've had a good run of not totally abusing my admin powers in the server. I'd like to keep it that way. I'm mainly here to change, Gravity's name in the server, and all that. Like, not do anything too wild. So this should be, as far as I know, the last match for BBU for the week. Again, it's Sewer Rats, whatever, off week, schedule, off schedule, whatever. So yeah. Then we go into week 3. There are a couple teams on BBU side that I would classify as in trouble. Because there's a couple 0-2 starts. But, we shall see. Still plenty of time to turn around. As for this match, so the only prediction I made in week 1 was the blood feud. Both teams have 2 games under the belt in this one. I mean, paper technically favors the Sewer Rats, but again, I hesitate to call a sweep for the Sewer Rats. Old fellas definitely look to have some fight in them. Oh, good. Okay. So I am going to give it a few seconds. Okay. Good luck to all. Old fellas lineup. It's Doofy. No others were left. And Preach 3. For Sewer Rats, Chirp, Dilly, and Rel. East, Tier 2, Division 2, Best of 5. Bye-week match underway. Preach popped that up. Dilly trying to knock it down to Rel. Rel awkward. Only put it kind of close to the corner. Nice challenge from Preach there, block Rel. Dill. And there may have been a double commit there. Yes, a player coming in from the side. Oh, there's a miss from Doofy. No others is back though. Preach gets a clear away. Rel keeping the attack going. Doofy trying to get it out. Chirp. Chirp looks like he's still suffering the after effects of just getting totally balled by me a couple times. Nice save there from Preach on Dill. Rel finds post. Still can't take the clangers out of Rel. Doofy unfortunately throws away possession there. Could have been that they were looking for a better touch too, so that totally could have been the case. Chirp throwing it in, Doofy picking it up. Couldn't get the clear. Preach on the second attempt gets it. Trying to center. Goes off a rat. Doofy puts up high in the middle. Preach trying to redirect. Cannot. Chirp beat Preach. No others. Trying to get shot in. Doofy up. Trying to drop it to no others. Dill cut it out. Preach beaten to it by Dill. Shot kind of goes in front of Rat's net. Preach around 2. Wins a 50 on Dill. But Chirp there to collect. Chirp gets a 50 on Doofy. Pinch play coming out. I need my overlay. So Rel sends that down. It's intercepted by Preach. Just pushes aside. Chirp looking to center to Dill. Passing play. Nice bump there on Dill from the blue side. Not sure which old fella's player that was. No others blocked by Dill. Doofy's there, just clears it away. Rel picking it up. Preach taking out Rel's hands. Ooh, dangerous catch from no others. A couple of orange players were up there not too long ago. Dill blocked by Doofy. Rel beats Doofy on the second hit. No others picks it up. Gets around Chirp. Chirp with the block on the player. 2 up again from old fellas. Chirp beats Doofy, but no one there for the sewer rats. So approaching a minute to go. So old fella's kind of been trapped in their zone a lot. Nice shot from Chirp. I would say playing relatively good defense, but they just can't get the ball out of their zone. They did have a little sustained pressure there at the mid, kind of around the mid mark of this game. But unfortunately on the scoreboard, it's been sewer rats. They're up 2-0. Well, Pinch sends that down. Dill up. Got the clear as it fell down off the crossbar. And Dill beats no others. It's 3-0. No others keeping the ball in. Gilly with the clear there. Rel on the follow through. Drops it down to Chirp. Chirp misses near left side. Gets a bump. Dilly cleans that up. Has a hat trick. Four nothing Sewer Rats. It looks like they're going to take game one here. So, Rats take this. Game 1, 4-0. It's kind of 1-0 for most of the game, actually. So I'm not sure if Sewer Rats got those late ones. Yeah, we can totally do that. Recreating. Free-to-play never did that. Or before free-to-play never did that. I hate that so much. I need to invest in a new AFK screen. Mostly because it's the same as my personal channel. And we are back. By the way, unfortunately, I've had a hard time getting hardware servers. So, coupled with the timeout problem, yeah, we just pretty much have to go with what we get. So, are we going to get a decent server? No, of course not. It is about impossible. The one time I did have a hardware server, I will say, the BBU team came in first and immediately joined teams. So that was fun. Anyways, game 2 underway. It looks like everyone's stable, so far so good, except me, but, you know, I'm just the caster. So Chirp looking to center that. Didn't get the right touch on it. Nice save there from Preach. Trying to get it away. And Preach got the follow through on Rel. Got a nice demo there, but unfortunately no one there from their team to follow up. Preach with the block, got sent in. Chirp to Rel. Rel just sends it down to the old fella zone. Blocks the clear tab. Chirp looking to pass the Dill. Dill near side. That ball bounces off the lip. Bounces out high. And we could have everybody's favorite. So no others taking it out. Could not get around Chirp. But was first off there to that block. Rel clears out to Preach. Preach was trying to put that up high over the net. Chirp easily read that. It's also off a little. Nice block from no others. I couldn't get there. Chirp clearing it away. Rel's touch goes to midfield. No others, just a little bit late on trying to get that pass to Preach. Preach! High from the ceiling, just misses. Upper 90, just missed right. No others on the follow. Open net. It's going to be hard for Preach. You could see that angle. That was going to be a really tough angle to try and turn that in. So again, kind of based on how these games are going, like, old fellas playing sewer rats pretty close. Preach broke the rule 1 because, well, was trying to actually defend the ball. And the rule 1 knuckleheads were right in front of the path of the ball. No others was looking for a follow-up on that, just couldn't get to it. Chirp with the clear, follow-up from Dill. Rel up, puts it up high. Doofy partially blocks Chirp. Preach, trying to send it down to Doofy. There's Dill, intercepts. Rel sends it in through the corner. Doofy couldn't get around on that ball. Unfortunately, own goals. And 1-0 Sewer Rats striking first, but 1:26 left here in game 2. So, I was going to say, based on kind of like how these games have played out, Sewer Rats kind of really opened up game 1 after Old Fellas were kind of priced into being a little bit more aggressive, being down late in the game. Preach, high off the back wall. Teammate couldn't get a second touch. Rel just sends that in. Doofy cannot read it. And it's 2-0 Sewer Rats. No others, just beaten to it by Rel. Ah! Doofy was going for the squishy save and instead did a squiddy save. That ball falls down front. Rel finds post again. Nice save from no others. Preach misses. Here comes Dill. It's blocked by Doofy. Chirp looking to center. No one there. 30 seconds to go, though. Sewer Rats up 2-0. Chirp to send that in. And we're back in our rule 1 again. And Zero Rats take game 2. 2-0 this time. I mean, it should really be week by, or winter by. I mean, it depends if you're seeking them. Anyway, that's about Dill's normal stat line anyway, so, you know. If I thought I'd let that 46 point stand, you are mistakenly wrong. So, I mean, man, I've been here before. It's like deja vu all over again. So, Old Fella's looking to jump their offense. Nice save from Rel. I mean, their defense looks fine, but unfortunately, if you just spend the entire game on defense, you're going to get broken down. So, they just probably need to figure out how to control the ball more, you know, instead of just, I don't know, being like me and just hitting the ball. Oh, there's a miss out of the corner. Rel with the steal from Chirp. See, Chirp, that's how you're supposed to steal goals. So Dill throws that in. Nice save from no others. Rel looking for the dunk on Doofy. Kind of a good read by Rel. Ball gets sent down. Dill just clearing it out. Doofy looking to center. Here comes no others. Beaten to it by Chirp. Preach. Sends it right back in. Pushes it back in again. Chirp sending it down. Rel actually collects it, but sort of. Rel sends it in. Off the back wall. Doofy clears it. Left side. Rel sends it right back in. No others was there. Ball looked like it's going wide though. Precious sends it down on net. Rel pops it up. Nice save from Doofy. Doofy with the 50 on Dill. Preach up. Throws it on the back wall. Ball comes down. Here comes no others. Laid off of it. Waiting for Chirp to miss. No others. Sends it in. No follow through from Old Fellas though. That's unfortunate. Nice save from Preach. Rel sends it across the front of the net. Dill's there. And a second for the Sewer Rats. Well, unfortunately, I think for Old Fellas, I don't know if it's time to panic, but I don't know. I'm not sure what they can do. Doofy trying to knock that in through Chirp. Just could not. Preach looking for a second. Rel beats Preach. No others. Clears it across the field. Dill's there to intercept. Doofy. Suboptimal touch. However, the pass play to get it out, that was actually pretty good. Preach with the block. It's sent across the front of the net. Too close to the defenders. Oh, so what happened? Just, yeah, oh, and then no others. Doom flip 3-0 sewer rats. Chirp up for that. But saved by Preach. And some questionable rotation by Dill. But you know what? As I say before, you know, if your opponent's going to let you score, you need to take that opportunity. And Old Fellas did that. And they've got life. Doofy with the 50. Preach, unfortunately, across the field there. And Chirp gets one of his goals back. Three-goal lead again for Sewer Rats. See, when I say be aggressive, I don't necessarily mean abandon rotations across field sometimes. Dill looking to add there. That was a good attempt. No others, misses off the sidewall. Rel sends it in. Cleared out by Preach, but Dill to send it right back in. Team clear. And Rel with another theft. Cole, it was 2-0 in game 2. So time winding down. This is probably out of reach. Nice save for no others. Unfortunately, it seems like the theme this week for some of the losing teams is just like lack of offense. Although I will say that Dilly gets one for the road. I will say, at least in the Old Fellas, their defense looked a lot better than my team's. So, you know, as it goes with sweeps, in this case, pretty efficient for Sewer Rats. They got the sweep, pretty efficient. Yeah, not much to say there for Old Fellas. I mean, in a way, it's kind of rough when you're on the back foot. You know, it's hard to totally make suggestions. It's probably just got to make the most of your chances. And like, you know, probably need to, you know, the generic stuff like looking at taking control, taking possession rather than trying to throw it away. That sort of thing. You know, and with 3 weeks left, you know, I would still, you know, still go out there because one, you could still play spoiler, and two, there's still a lot to learn. And again, like, the small ray of hope is that a 3-3 team can make the playoffs. You need like super good tiebreakers. So, you know, the recommendation is go out there and get sweeps. You know, and maybe you can squeak in as a 16 seed. You know, regardless, I mean, there's something there. Like the defense was pretty good. Obviously, it kind of fell apart there in game 3. Like, you know, being pressured like, well, we're on the back foot and like we need to keep the series alive. And like I kind of felt like that in game one too. Um, late in the game, the need to just like try and tie the game up, try and stay in it, kind of took precedence. So, some, what would normally be characterized as just, bad defense goals or whatever, could sort of be looked at and just say as like, well, they kind of pushed a little bit. So yeah, and again for the Sewer Rats, well, pretty efficient, and they moved to 3-0, and it looks like those teams have finally figured out how to sweep their opponent. So to clear up for Cole, yeah, there are 4 weeks left, but both these teams have played 3 games, because this was a bye week match. So, yeah. Yay bye weeks. Cole can be forgiven for not knowing that, because usually when Cole gets a bye week, it is normally called a forfeit win. Cole and I know a lot about that. I can also tell you a lot about forfeiting in the playoffs. Before we go, yeah. This is since we're on this forfeit. This is always a story we're telling. So this was the summer. Was this the summer circuit? Yeah. Okay. So this is the summer circuit. God. So this is East Tier 2. I think it's Division 6. By the way, there are 3 BBU teams in this division as well. So we called it the BBU division. We were all in the same schedule matrix. Though Clangers did not play Cole's team. Actually, I don't think the BBU teams actually met up in that. But we were all in the same schedule matrix because we had so many common opponents. But we just never... Oh, wait, no, yeah, I did play Cole's team. Like, I've tried to put a lot of my IGLs. Like, I've got a lot of scars from IGL. So, yeah, anyways, all 3 BBU teams are basically in the same schedule matrix. My team, Clangers, we lost to Cole. Cole's team, we played that match. I can't remember why. If I hazard a guess, it's because Jada was asleep. Anyways, the 3 BBU teams in this division all played 4 games during the regular season. Cole's team didn't play after week 4. Oh, Rum might have had internet problems. Anyways, the week 1 result is irrelevant. No pun intended. Basically, the BBU teams all basically played 4 games out of 6 weeks, because we were all had like the same common opponents. They were all forfeiting. Cole's team had an especially fun schedule because they stopped playing after week 4. They had a week 5 forfeit and a week 6 forfeit win. You did? Was that your bye week? It was probably your bye week. Yeah. Okay. Because I look back at the schedule. I see week 5 forfeit, week 6 forfeit. So they managed to get a game in somewhere because of the bye week. So they managed to do that. But basically, their week 5 opponent forfeited. Their week 6 opponent forfeited. Their first round opponent in the playoffs forfeited. They got a rematch, unquote, against Clangers. in the playoffs. But Clangers had lost their playoff match. And I don't know exactly what happened. Um, like, to this day, I have no idea what happened still. But our opponents never checked to see if it was reported. So it was a double forfeit. So on to the semis for Cole's team, where they got yet another forfeit win. So imagine being not showing up for your semifinals match. Or in this case, I don't know what happened to that team because they got kicked out. I think they got kicked out too. So Cole's team did not play in the playoffs until the finals. So of the 10 weeks they played 5 weeks. And only played during the playoffs, during the finals. Fortunately, after that, IGL kind of, where they can, they now start making basically veteran divisions. So it's comprised of teams that have players that have been around for a while and won't necessarily bail. Like it's, a ranked match and someone just got scored upon in the first 15 seconds because the person who quit didn't make a proper rotation. So, anyways, yeah, Cole saying, of course, we basically forgot how to play with each other from, when you take basically, you play once in 5 weeks, they kind of got killed. But, but again, props to IGL on that. So yeah, that's the forfeit story. Of the forfeits from the summer IGL circuit. Tier 2 Division 6. What a tire fire of a division that was. I mean, it wasn't as bad. I'll say it wasn't as bad as my spring ones division, because I went 0-3 and qualified for the playoffs. Because I got in at 3-3. So yeah. But this has been fun IGL story time. Again, props, shout outs to IGL for all the changes they make. But that's going to go ahead and do it for tonight. Sewer Rats with the sweep. Turn the lights off. And I guess let's go. I don't know. Let's go harass Tank, shall we? Yeah. Yeah, let's go harass Tank. Anyways, thank you all for showing up. And we'll see y'all in week 3 of IGL. Have a good one. Tank better be live.